Hello and welcome to another installation of Vendor Voices with Kathy Zimmerman. Today we're speaking with a brand new vendor, Odyne Systems. Hi guys, how are you today?
Hello.
Doing fine, thank you.
All right, I'm going to let the two of you introduce yourselves and give us a little background.
Okay, so I'll start off. So I'm Leonard Lincoln. I've been with Odyne for over 9 years now. I'm the director of sales, and I have a background of engineering, graduated from Michigan State. So I've been in the engineering sales field for over 30 years now. So also we have James Howay, who started with Odyne about 2 weeks ago. So he's fairly new, but he will be attending the conference.
Yeah, Leonard, thank you. Again, my name is James Howay. I've been, as Leonard said, with Odyne for about 2 weeks. I have sales director responsibility for California and Arizona. And my background has been in fleet management, vehicle electrification for the last, coming on 13 years or so. So glad to be here with Odyne and really looking forward to the show ahead here in October. Thank you.
We're looking forward to meeting both of you in person. This will be, like I said, the first time Odyne has been with us, so we're all very excited for that. So for those people who are watching who don't know anything about Odyne, why don't you tell us about the company and a little bit about its history?
Okay, so Odyne was started in 2009, so that's around 13 years ago, and started by our president, Joe Dahlem. And Joe's family has been in the industry since the 1950s. So his grandfather started a company called Duco and passed it on to Joe's father. And then Joe's father passed it on to Joe and his sisters, but Joe wanted to take a different direction. So Joe specialized in electric vehicles versus your regular bucket trucks and so forth. But again, we've been around since 2009. We do hybrid systems for medium to heavy duty vehicles. Any vehicle that's 14,000 pounds or greater. And for the last 3 to 4 years, we've been specializing in what we call bookmobiles or walk-in vans. So this is how it came about with us attending this conference, because we have close to 7, or we have, including the ones in our backlog, we have about 10 walk-in vans that are bookmobiles that we're looking at doing, that I should say that we've already finished, plus doing in the near future.
All right. So tell us, how does the Odyne system work in a vehicle?
So what we do is we tie into the transmission. So we come through the EPTO, or we come through the PTO on a Allison transmission. And we take that back through our special drive line to an electric motor. So versus having a vehicle idle at a job site or in any area for 6 to 8 to 10 hours, now our system takes over and you don't have that engine idling all of that time. So you're reducing your greenhouse gas emissions and fuel consumption by up to 65%. And the most important thing is you're reducing your NOx emissions by up to 92% without having that vehicle sitting there idling.
Okay, so those are huge advantages, given the price of fuel right now, and everybody's trying to be more green. Are there any other advantages to the system?
Yeah, so it's quieter without having the engine idling, and then you're saving cost because diesel engine or ICE engine is mechanical, and so it's running constantly. So that causes things to vibrate and break. But without having that engine idling all that time, you're reducing your maintenance costs, and you're also reducing, like I said, noise by up to like 15 decibels.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. Yeah. Okay, so what all kinds of vehicles use the system?
Okay, so we started off putting our system mainly on bucket trucks and digger derricks, but we've expanded, our market to where we're putting them on refuse trucks now. We're putting them on street sweepers. We're putting them on material handling trucks. So any vehicle that's 14 pounds or greater that has an Allison transmission, we can actually install our system on it.
Okay. Is this, so for those of us who already, you know, have a running bookmobile and we're thinking, man, we'd like to go green without buying a whole new vehicle, can this be added post-production?
It can be added post-production, but we prefer to do it pre-production or
Sure.
or intermediate manufacturer. Most of the time, whenever we come back and add it as a retrofit is what it's called, there's always components in the way and we have to go and remove components and things like that. So the time to do a retrofit could be 4 to 5 times longer than just getting a brand new chassis from an OEM and us installing our system on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would just kind of add, I think on those retrofit opportunities, it would really behoove us to do some due diligence and analysis of what is there existing right now on that chassis. And that would certainly give us a better idea as to what timing it would take and what challenges there might be in retrofitting or aftermarket installation of a unit. But prudent thing would be to kind of look at the vehicle and see what the opportunity is, if it can be done.
Okay. So, you know, when people are putting together their whole plan to put a bookmobile, you know, out on the road, where does the Odyne system come into play while they're thinking about this? You know, like, do they need to like, yep, if we're going to do this, we need to talk about it from day one?
Correct.
Good question.
What we'd like to get involved is upfront so that we make sure that we lay out a system that's going to keep the engine off all day. So the duty cycle as to what's going to be run on the vehicle, AC, heat, microwave, whatever's going to on the vehicle, we want to make sure that we encompass all of that and we design our system for it. So it could be a 1 battery system or a 2 battery system. It could be 6 kilowatt exportable power, or it could be 18 kilowatt exportable power. So it depends on the system and the duty cycle that's going on, and we design our system around that.
Okay. Is there anything that you want to say about Odyne that I've missed?
Well, just that we've been around for, I like to say this, we've been around for 13 years, so we're not like a new fly-by-night company or something like that. We have installed our system on over 400 plus vehicles, close to 450 vehicles. And I would say the majority of those vehicles are still around. And there's also incentives in different states to install our system. So let's not forget about the incentives that's out there.
Oh, definitely the incentives. Yes. You know, saving money, budget costs and everything. That's a huge, big deal when the libraries are putting the whole plan together. So yeah, that's a good thing to think about. All right. So we will see you in October as a first-time vendor. And we are so excited to get to see you guys and learn more about you. You're going to have your 1-hour program, so everybody can stop in and listen to what you have to say about Odyne. And I thank you both for your time. And Jim, good luck.
We're excited about it. I'm very excited to be, out in Arizona. There'll be a number of what we call final stage manufacturers who we've worked with at the show. So we'll be excited to see those guys again also, along with all
perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you both for your time. I appreciate it. And we will see you in October.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Look forward to it as well.